can tell you today that GNMTA doesn't have, a role in this country. For the past months, we've been hearing nothing. We don't even know the current state of GNMTA. You can't take association to court and then that ends it. There were evidences of the election process that made it to be invalid and should be nullified. Don't allow politicians to make you to be timid to the extent that you can't even advocate for your own association. GNMTA, Ghana Nurse Midwife Trainee Association, you are insane to tell me that if you go to the polls and then you see Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia picture on John Dramani Mahama's ballot number, that ballot paper shouldn't be declared invalid. You are insane. Apart from GNMTA, what association does the student nurse midwife is having? Nothing. The student nurse midwife, they are starving in schools. When you see the amount of money they are paying out there. I can tell you today that GNMTA doesn't have, a role in this country. For the past months, we've been hearing nothing. We don't even know the current state of GNMTA. You can't take association to court and then that ends it. Ghana Nurse Midwife Trainee Association is a public association. It's not a secret association. The law is not there to support the wrongdoing. And then there were evidences of the election process that made it to be invalid and should be nullified. So everybody have, evidences. Those who even send the case to court have evidences of things that happened or occurred during the online voting process. Even national elections in this country are conducted manually. People go to the polls to vote. So what is wrong with association of this country, an educational association of this country going to vote manually, and then individuals from 3 individuals have taken the association to court and nothing has been done about it up to this stage? What are you talking about? Don't allow politicians to make you to be timid to the extent that you can't even advocate for your own association. GNMTA, Ghana Nurse Midwife Trainee Association. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm happy with the current state of GNMTA. If I do that, I'll be a disappointed member of the Ghana Nurse Midwife Trainee Association. I was once a trainee and I know how important this association is to the Ghana Nurse Midwife Trainee. They have allowed politics to overshadow the association and we are timid to the extent that we cannot even go out there and talk. I'm afraid for the future of the nurses and midwives in this country. I'm afraid. You cannot tell me that individuals, 3 group of individuals are able to take you to court to the extent that you cannot defend yourself, where we have evidences laid down. I don't know if, look, I can say nobody is working on it. So if you're working on the matter, let it be public. Come out, let us know what is going on. You might need the support of the association members to be able to get to conclusions or get to solutions, because it was delegates who were having evidences, and every member of GNMTA who were part of the Congress have evidence of what transpired during the online election process. You are insane to tell me that if you go to the polls and then you see Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia picture on John Dramani Mahama's ballot number, that ballot paper shouldn't be declared invalid. You are insane. Let's talk about reality here. GNMTA have evidences. We all know what transpired during the election process. So you can't tell me that these individuals will take you to court and you are sitting there, you can't talk, you can't defend. Look, let us know what is going on. GNMTA is not a small organization and we need GNMTA to survive in this country as a student nurse midwife. Apart from GNMTA, what association does the student nurse midwife is having? Nothing. All other organizations that are there are fighting for themselves. They are not concerned about the student nurse midwife. And let's be sincere in this country. If you decide not to come out and talk about the truth, I will come and talk about it. Whatever you want to do to me, come and do to me. Because truth is what we sit here to talk about. We don't sit here to talk about nonsense. So when we are talking about sense, you guys are sitting there, you are afraid. What can't you go and defend? Let us know what is going on. Because students are starving in schools. The student nurse midwife, they are starving in schools. Things are going wrong. Go and check the amount of school fees that student nurses in this country are paying. And then nurses are paying school fees on semester basis. It's crazy. When you see the amount of money they are paying out there, when they come out, they'll then get employment as early as possible to be able to recover all those lost funds. And then we work as nurses in this country. to save the Ghanaian citizen. Someone will pay school fees in 1 year, it will be 10,000 plus. I'm telling you, because that is what is going on. Do you know how much is the admission fees currently as we speak? So what if we refuse to shut up? You can take us to hell, because I cannot, you can't tell me that, look, this is the era of John Dramani Mahama, and I tell you, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is not there to do nonsense. He's not there to support nonsense. He's not there to support criminal acts. So if you cannot rise as a leader to go and do what is right and let the government support you on it, then and you are sitting down being afraid that this person, look, GNMTA must be talked about, and GNMTA must, comes back on its feet. Sometimes I feel sad being a member or a citizen of this country, because the truth is there to talk about. People are afraid to talk about it. Where do we end? Where is our future? Can't we reason? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is Joy Ideas. My name is Rich Randy. Kindly subscribe to Joy Ideas Studios. Basically, I'm a member of GNMTA, and I'm also a graduate nurse, and I care much about the welfare of the student nurse midwife. I care much about the suffering that the student nurse midwife are going through in this country. If you go to check the amount of school fees that these people are paying and the type of meals that these people are eating, and if they go to practice, like a lot of it's insane. Nobody suffers, no student suffers in this country. Forget about the university students and other. Look, nobody suffers in this country more than the student nurse or midwife. It's crazy. People just want to use some other means to overshadow these people in the country, trying not to put value on these individuals, talking about the nurse, midwife, trainee. These people suffer more than any other trainee in this country. Forget about the university students that are shouting there. Nothing is going on there. Go and check the amount of school fees that student nurses, midwives are paying. They are not doctors. They are not doing medicine. But the school fees that they are paying is crazy. Per semester basis, someone can pay. Like, look, I'm getting sad talking about this, because the more I talk about it, the more emotional I get. But that is not going to, dispute the fact that I wouldn't say what is right. The Ghana Nurse Midwife Trainee needs GNMTA. GNMTA is an organization or association that responsibility is to advocate for the student nurse midwife in this country, Ghana. But then, for over the past years and over the past months now, GNMTA have been taken to court, or GNMTA was taken to court, and I don't know how to put this in, because we don't know the current state of the issue. And the student nurse midwife in this country needs GNMTA, because they are the only association that's supposed to be advocating for the student nurse midwife training, because they are suffering. To be a student nurse midwife is not just as easy as you think in this country. They are suffering a lot. Talking about the amount of school fees they pay per semester basis and what they go through is crazy. Sometimes the stress alone is enough to let someone fail an exam. And if you fail an exam, it's either you are being rusticated or so many things going on. You understand? So they need GNMTA, for GNMTA to advocate for the students, GNMTA to work on so many things to support the student nurse midwife, because you guys, we don't want to talk about so many things, but then just as I was saying, it's very important. Let's recognize and build back GNMTA. GNMTA needs to come back on its feet, and that will help the student nurse midwife recover in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, Joy Ideas Studios. Like and share to others to get to watch. This information or this message needs to go out there. People need to listen. Media houses need to listen. It needs to go public. People need to come in and find out what is happening to GNMTA, because the student nurse midwife trainee advocacy starting point is GNMTA, and therefore we need GNMTA to come back alive and then support the student nurse midwife. So don't forget to share this video, like it out there, so people to get to watch, and then we build GNMTA. One love, one family. We out. you.